Well, I just want to dive into it. I want to like first kind of like let people know, you know, kind of more about you and your background. I actually just didn't even realize that you're an Olympian, which is that for me, like, you know, coming from the world of like when I was a kid and look, you know, I was obsessed with like, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Olympia and all that stuff. So that, I mean, that is a big accomplishment. But just kind of like brag about yourself a little bit. Just tell us, you know, a little bit about that, a little bit about your IBFF and all that. So IFBB, sorry.
Yes. Yeah, so I actually started to compete 2020.
Okay.
That was my first show. I started training back in Brazil. I'm Brazilian.
Yes.
So I was training in Brazil since I was 18. So, but today I'm 30. So you guys can. So 2020, I did my first show. And that was just for fun. I always like to train, but I wanted to do a show just to have the challenge and see myself shattered. I want to see like the real challenge, and I am kind of person that I need a challenge, a goal to focus on.
Right.
And even though I love to train, I never follow a diet because I didn't have a goal to hit. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do a show just so I can follow a diet and see my body really changing. So I did a show just for fun, but I love it. I love to be on stage. And I won my first show.
And which, because I know there's different like divisions and stuff.
Yeah, so I was wellness. When I stopped thinking to compete, I was going to bikini.
Yeah.
But then I met the FBB Pro League judges, and then they told me, no, you should do wellness. You just need the time to grow. So I was
so
like,
what's
okay.
it? So explain that. So, because I love this. So
Okay.
you have bodybuilding, wellness, and bikini. Are those the three, or there's more?
No, that's the woman's bodybuilder. That's the biggest.
Yeah.
Then we have the figure. Figure.
Okay.
Wellness and bikini. So bikini and wellness, the biggest difference is the bikini is a little bit more balance between upper body and lower body.
Okay.
And the wellness is unbalanced. So they want more legs and glutes. And the upper body is still there, but we want a more the curvy look. Coming from Brazil, wellness was created in Brazil. Even before IFBB Pro have a wellness here in America. In Brazil, we create the wellness division because
you all have big butts and big legs. Right?
No, because the girls actually like to look like that.
Yeah. No, I'm joking because one of my jiu-jitsu guys, he's like, if you come to Brazil, everybody has great legs and butt.
Because
like,
it's a culture. So. Yeah, it's a culture. When I was before I started going to the gym, I was really skinny, 45 pounds, and no legs, no glutes, anything. And I wanted to train to look like these girls because that's the culture. So we create the wellness division to feed these girls that have legs and glutes in bodybuilding world. And then 2021 was the first time that IFBB Pro League brought the wellness to USA. And then that's when I decided, okay, I'm still small for the wellness because the wellness look they are bigger, but I'm gonna try. So I did the first show in wellness 2020, and then I did after this first show that was supposed to be for fun. I say, okay, I'm gonna do another one in 3 weeks to try to be a pro. So that will be a national show. So I did a national show, and then I placed 5th. That didn't feel that good because I'm really competitive. Yeah. So the first show was like, okay, I won. Let's do more. And then, okay, now I'm 5th, so it's not like that. That's when I started learning a lot about bodybuilding. That is not, things don't come fast. It takes time. So I took a little break until so that was the end of 2020. So July 2021, I decided to do the same exactly show, and I say I want to win that show because I didn't win the last time. So I went to that show and I placed the overall, and I got my pro card. So everything happened, and then once you're a pro, you have to try to qualify for the Olympia. That's the new goal. So you turn to pro, and then you're part of the pro league. Okay. Now as a pro, your main goal is go to the Olympia. So after 4 weeks that I got my pro card, I did a show. pro show, and then there was a Tampa pro. It's a big show, and then I placed third, but I was so close to win that the next week I did another show
No
in
way.
Tahoe, and then I won, qualified for the Olympia. So the same year that I turned pro, I went to the Olympia. That was my first time going to the Olympia, and that was for me a big experience going to the Olympia. Be able to compete with people that I've been looking up for my whole life.
Right.
I was actually able to share the backstage with girls from Brazil that made me start going to the gym because of them. And then I was there competing in the same division as them, in the same backstage. So for me, that year was just, wow, I cannot believe that I did this. And I still placed 10th, which is not bad.
Not bad at all, yeah.
I was really happy, but I still really young in sport. So I decided to take a break. Actually, I did another show and to try to qualify again. I didn't qualify for the Olympia for the next year. Then I did another show in the beginning of the year and qualify for the second Olympia. But then in the second Olympia, the level was even higher, the competition was even higher, the girls even bigger. And then I only had 2 years of competition my whole life. Right. So that was a lot of pressure on my shoulders. Not because of people, nobody ever put any pressure on me because they knew it. She's a baby, she just started. She's doing good, she has a good potential. They just like my shape, but they knew that I was still, my physique was still young.
Right.
But in my mind, I was, no, I'm there, I'm an Olympian, so I have to place it, I have to do good. And that was tough year for me because I put a lot of pressure. I started seeing that I was pushing my body too hard and I was being unfair of me because I was competing with girls that compete as a pro for 10 years. Right. And that was just my first year as a pro competing. So that was actually a year that I learned the most as a bodybuilder. And I think that's what made me today be more mature mentally to coach girls. Not girls that compete. I don't coach competition athletes, but I coach for lifestyle. And then I think everything that I learned to like be, sometimes you need to be in your own bubble. You cannot be comparing yourself. And bodybuilder is a tough sport because it's a sport of comparison. Right. Even though you say all the time, don't compare yourself with others, you're going to compare because you're being compared.
That's your competition. So
yeah. So, but at the same time, it was, I think everything happened for a reason because I've learned so much, and with this short period of time, not just because of my own experience, but because I also was married with a bodybuilder, Olympian, and then I had to see everything that he had to go through to stay on top. So it's a lot of pressure, and a lot of things that come with that people don't see behind the doors. But I believe that I was blessed to be able to see closer enough to see what I wanted for myself. I don't know if today I'm gonna go back to the stage, but if I do, my mentality is gonna be completely different.